Something musical.
Yeah,
God, no pressure.
It can be, and it's very quick. I mean, it's just gonna be like one chord, even if you want.
Okay. Welcome to Heartbeats.
That's actually brilliant. That is actually brilliant.
Good.
On a Tuesday night,
If you were to make an improvement in the industry, what would you do? If you could implement a change that would help yourself and maybe others.
I don't think the problem is the industry. I think the problem is the fans.
Okay.
So everyone says there's no good music anymore, but bottom line is, I listen to radio very occasionally because it's so horrible. I turned on the radio last week, and 3 songs in a row were Disney princesses. And I sat there thinking, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man.
Where's my music?
What the hell are they doing playing me? Sorry, who the fuck is Hannah Montana? And what the hell is she doing on my radio? And then Hannah Montana finishes singing, and you've got bloody Selena Gomez all singing teenage rock. And I think that's the problem with the music industry, is that we don't phone up Highveld or whatever and go, Highveld, the fuck?
Please.
Have you heard of Decemberists? Have you heard of Ryan Adams? There are so many fantastic artists out there that don't get played because the radio stations think that that's what we want to listen to, and we don't.
Course, yeah.
So what is the problem? There's so many great bands that are struggling to survive because the fans support them.
Yeah.
So would I change the industry? No, it's very exciting. The ability to collaborate with people across oceans is now there. The opportunities to play are certainly there, and it's easier than ever to collaborate and put great shows together. It's harder than ever to convince people to come out, because one thing the industry doesn't do well is curate itself. So something people often say to me is like, we'd really love to come and listen to live music, it's great, but where do we go? And when you're in the industry, you think that's just such a funny statement.
It is,
because there's music everywhere. But then you realize what they're not saying that I want to go and see music. They're saying I want to go and see good music that I can relate to.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel something. Because for me, the purpose of art is to provide what life doesn't. And going to see some guy with a very, very distorted electric guitar and a bad drummer.
Yeah.
It's not great. I'm going to see just another guy strumming along. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Na, 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 pop, 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 poker. Na, na, da, da,
that karaoke.
It's just, there's just no quality. But people want it. They really, really do. But there's no curation, because the guys won't. For some, I don't know why there's no curation, to be honest. It makes no sense to me.
So that's a loophole. We shall find a solution someday.
Amen.
Okay, cool. I think actually you've explained quite a bit about what excites you most musically, but if you want to add anything.
I really, really, really like new sounds.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of toys.
Oh, okay, explain what kind of toys.
Like I buy instruments all the time.
Okay, so you like actual instruments, not programs that make instruments. See, that's what I'm seeing. Are you more the electronic or the actual physical?
I'd like to sound electronic because it's nice and modern.
But if you're old school, you're old school, you know.
I'll give you an example. I travelled to Cambodia because I wanted a hammered dulcimer.
Oh yeah?
And I wanted one that was a Buddhist sound, and I wanted to learn the Buddhist tuning, and I wanted to learn from a Buddhist in Cambodia.
Hey, wow.
So I went into the jungle and found a guy playing it everywhere in Cambodia. It's great, and he's playing with his family. And I went there real early in the morning and was a bit of a fanboy, and was like, I need to be one of those, and I want you to teach me. And he was like, yes, fantastic. I can't give you one of these. You have to get one.
Yeah.
So I had to find one I took about 18 trams and found one eventually back in Bangkok.
Oh.
And then went back to Cambodia.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, so he could teach me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's an adventure, a musical adventure, you know?
Because then it's for example, right, again, back in Asia, we were in Asia looking for instruments. And we were in one of the dodgy parts of town where they do those ping pong based shows.
Yeah.
Blow your mind. And everything was commercial and boring, and then I heard this sound like cutting through the market. And it was a traditional instrument, and I was just looking for one to buy. There's bands that play sort of everywhere, but they don't have ones that you can buy. And because it was the specific market, I was hoping there would be. And there's this guy, and he's playing this instrument called a Sony. Like he's built with his own hands, and you can see his hands are fucked. They're just callous everywhere. Wow.
Is that from his life or from playing? I mean, it could be.
From having to work with his hands and play.
Yeah,
and
both, yeah.
And he's playing this thing, and in Asia you're part of everything.
Yeah.
So I just sit and listen, and he finishes, and I'm like, it's a double course 2-string instrument.
Yes.
So I'll pull it out for you now if you want.
Yeah.
So what's cool about it, as you can see, is that the frets are movable, right? But not in the same way as a sitar. They sort of pivot.
Yeah, very loose.
Which means that you never really get the same tuning twice.
No, you can't unless you draw lines around it. But yeah.
It's a very strange instrument. I wish I played it more, but I'm so glad I bought it from him. And it's now faded away, which is quite sad, but he signed the back for me.
Oh, sweet.
It's really trippy. The strings are made from the brake line of a motorbike that he's unwound.
Whoa!
So it's hardcore. It's hard.
Wow.
This guy's fingers are bleeding.
Yeah!
But the music is coming out of it is amazing. So I'm like, that's spectacular. He's got a few of them. So, do you sell them? He says, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So great. So how much is that one? And he gives me a price which was the equivalent of 24 South African rand.
What? Did you even?
And I went, and he saw me be shocked.
So he dropped the price.
So he dropped the price.
Yeah.
So I said to him, "Oh, listen, dude, you are an artist. I can't do that to you." So I gave him 500. And he was just like made his day. But then of course I got to learn with the guy, so I'm not saying I was entirely charitable. He gave me a couple of hours of his time to teach me how to play.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is great. And that's cool to me.
Yeah.
That's way more interesting than finding a new plugin on Reason.
Exactly. Yeah. I know that gets a lot of people off, but yeah.
That's it, though. I mean, it's as I've gotten older, I used to play a lot more instruments than I do now. And I found that I was okay on a whole bunch of instruments.
Because there's so many to choose from, you want to just play them all. You know, if they excite you, you kind of like, oh, I'm going to try that one as well.
So now my time's a little more structured in it. I want to be really, really good on my 3 main instruments, but then have time to, because when you buy the other things, like I just bought a banjo today. I don't think I will ever be a concert banjo player. Thank the gods, because you know how much banjo players make.
You're raking it in.
Oh, raking it in. But it's just an inspirational sound to try something different.
It's got such a unique sound to it. It's an awesome instrument, especially for folks and kids. Come on, if you start with the harmonica, you have to eventually get to the banjo.
I know, right? I think it's only taken 30 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, in a nutshell, new sounds and people.
Yeah, cool. All right. Are you composing music currently? And I'm guessing you are, so what are you composing?
I've just got a new manager, so I'm writing some more commercial stuff. Because she's that's what she's kind of focused on doing.
Yeah.
She wants us to make money. I want us to make music.
Yeah.
So I'm writing some more commercial stuff, but again, I'm trying to find in the back of my head. I'm doing the world stuff as well, and trying to find some inspiration for. Because I did about 8 world albums.
Yeah.
And then it kind of became paint by numbers.
Oh.
So it got a little boring.
Yeah.
Which is why I stopped playing rock. Rock bands for me, it's just. I'm not saying it's easy. No. If it was easy, I would have been much more successful at it. But the musical challenge is like. So yeah, in the back of my mind, I'm brewing up some world sounds, but I think that's why I'm collecting instruments again. That's sort of like going in cycles,
Yeah, I like that. Different kind of ways, different kind of type,
Exactly. Like I always used to know before I was married. Hello, Nandi. I always used to know that I was about to break up with a girl because several songs would happen and I have no idea what they were about.
Oh wow!
And then we'd break up and go, oh yeah, of course.
You're subconscious.
That's it. There you go. So my brain is. It sort of happens, and I just let it happen. Thankfully, I'm not
caged or blocked.
bound down by the fact I have to pay the rent with it, which not anymore. So
you can experiment,
I thank God for that because it was quite tedious. Not going to lie. But I was saying about the song that happens, and I know I'm about to break up with someone. This is one of those. Sitting across from me, your eyes fixed on the TV. I was wondering if you'd recognize me if the police put me in the lineup. If the police stuck me in the lineup. Seems like forever since you talked to me. Besides a stock low, and how have you been? This wasn't part of my South African dream. Here we are, still stuck. Here we are out of luck. Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't we talk? So what's been fun is being able to do different genres,
Yeah. Really nice catchy tune, that one actually. Hey guys, that was part 2. Part 3 is going to be all about composing, how Zil gets inspiration for the songs that he actually writes, and advice that he's been given about his musical journey. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, and tell me about how you compose. I'd love to hear about it. Have a great one, guys. Bye!